The three words that best describe Sue Gordon to me are relentless, kindness, and human. Sue is at the heart human, and she is the most capable person I've ever met to engage other humans. And then secondly, Sue has a way of just finding the right touch to engage personally or professionally with anyone. But at the end of that list, there's that relentless, purposeful, meaningful quality that work great with the other two, because she's just created a new teammate. She's just created a new partner, a new advocate, and it leads to the outcome that Sue serves, which is the increased improvement of our national security.
The first one for me is leader. She is a leader, she is an inspiration, she is someone who has a natural ability for people to want to listen and engage and follow her. She's a mother, and she's very proud of her kids and her now grandchildren. She's a servant. Her service, her husband's service, her children's service to the nation in the military. She will be the first one to tell you that she is the daughter of a naval officer. She comes from a service-oriented family. She is a servant at heart.
I'll say when I first walked into what was Sue's office, it took me a while to just think about the fact that I was now occupying this office. This was now me. I was now someone's Sue. And a lot of times I would think about that because I could never listen to Sue Gordon talk without taking notes. She had a way with words and of just saying things that were really, really inspiring and that made you think about not only what you were, but what you were bringing to your mission.
She's a force of nature. She is unbelievable. There's no one like her that I've seen at CIA, male or female. She is just a powerful person who is a transformative individual. She's a game changer. She is innovative. She's done it all. She's all the way from analyst to program manager to acquisition to senior executive, which makes hard decisions.
She challenged agency leadership to really look at this community as a true community and not as a collection of agencies. And she pressed that in every engagement and really had looked beyond the fence lines of every agency to bring the community together in a real way.
It's easy in the intelligence business if you let it happen to be a skeptic, to be cynical even about things. Some of that just the nature of the business. You know, when I'm right, nobody remembers. When I'm wrong, nobody forgets, sort of thing. And I never saw one case in my interactions with Sue where she was ever not optimistic about something. That there is a way to solve a problem. There is a way to persuade people to do the right thing. And she was unfailingly consistent in all my dealings with her.
She is one of the most innovative and creative people that I know. In a large bureaucracy, those people can be beaten down, right? She never let that happen to her. Rather, she has this unique ability to be creative and innovative and think outside the box and still get things done.
Both she and her husband, Jim, went to this strange Gothic-looking school over in Durham, North Carolina, when they could actually, 9 miles away, go into a great university in a town called Chapel Hill. So,
what you really need to know is Sue's love of Duke basketball is real. She follows every game. She knows the stats. She would ask if I saw the game the morning after. Sometimes I was asleep and I didn't make it. She made her way down to the campus for as many games as she could, regardless of the schedule. She's true Blue Devil.
I really learned about her the first night when we played basketball together. So we were on the basketball court and we were on different teams, and she was playing center for her team, and they were in a zone defense, so she was underneath the basket, and I made the terrible mistake of trying to run through the lane to get open on the other side of the court, and she put an elbow into my side and knocked me on my butt. And that was my introduction to Sue Gordon.
Sue, this is Mike Krzyzewski from Duke Basketball, and congratulations on receiving the William Oliver Baker Award. Wow, what a career you have had. How well you have served our country. 29 years of service, 25 in the CIA, amazing service to our country. You're so deserving of this honor. And as a Dookie, I'm really proud of you and what you've done for our country. Congratulations. Such a well-earned and well-deserved honor, so.
It's impossible to think about Sue Gordon without thinking about Sue Gordon's family, because she brings it. And if you're in her office, you're surrounded by it, right? Because, that's who she is. And I believe, as proud as Sue is of her professional career, and well, she should be, I think she's got more pride in what she and Jim have been able to create with their family. And I think she's right.
I remember going back to that very first all hands. She talked about having to step away from her career to raise her children. And she thought that was a hugely important undertaking, and of course she was right. But I think Sue and others have worked very hard to try and change the workforce so that women don't have to make a choice like that. Sue came back to us, and after she had done a beautiful job of raising her family, and she went on to glorious heights. So I think the lesson in that for the bureaucracies is you don't want half of your workforce having to step away. We should enact reforms so that is not necessary. And of course, Sue has been a leader on that front for the women in the U.S. intelligence community.
She could and was all in. You never doubted whether or not, do you think we have all of Sue on this project? Never a question. And yet she was able to do that and fully invest in and generate and develop a family that's now cascaded. If you think of her father's legacy, and now her and Jim's, and now her children, and now her grandchildren, it does the Gordon thing. It just ripples out, right? The kindness, the love, the hard work, the dedication, it just ripples throughout.
Sue is a natural selection for the Baker Award because of her commitment to the intelligence community, her commitment to the people of the intelligence community, and her desire to always bring her best and ensure that everyone else was also following those same footsteps, bringing their best to this mission, to the nation, so that we can help keep the country safe.
Sue has the 3 C's. I always use that when I speak about leadership. She has competence. Does she have competence? She has courage. Does she have courage? As I said earlier, she had to make some hard calls that dealt with very sensitive matters and the lives of Americans. And 3, she has character. She has great integrity. No one ever questions her sincerity and her ability to do what's good for the agency, what's good for the community, and what's good for the country.
Sue Gordon absolutely embodies all that the Baker Award represents. She is a scholar, she's a scientist, she's an inventor, and she's a statesman, a stateswoman.
I believe her strongest quality is how she makes others better. And so Sue's got tons of accomplishments. I mean, in pages and pages of, what did Sue do? But I consider her legacy how she's helped other people be better in all the things that they got done.
She has that tremendous sense and ways of bringing out the best in people, getting people well motivated. She's a motivational person.
I think Sue has so much to be proud of from her career. And Sue has a storied career at CIA. She played a critical role in the stand-up of In-Q-Tel. She played a critical role on the cybersecurity front. She was director of support, which is one of our most demanding jobs. and yet she had done so much more in the science and technology arena. And that's kind of what makes Sue stand out, the broad range of her experience. But I would say most of all, what Sue should be most proud about is that she's a great human being, and that's what we all love about her.
Sue probably doesn't know this, but she had a significant impact on me. She made me a much better intelligence officer because she was so good, right? And I wanted to be as good as she was. And so she made me a better deputy director because she made me think about things that nobody else did.
I think it's going to be how she treated people and how she made people feel. She treated people the way that she would want to be treated, as individuals who all had talents and skills and something to bring to the table every day, something to bring to their mission every day. She encouraged you to be your best and to bring your best, and she exemplified that every day in the way that she interacted with the workforce. So she was inspiring to many of us who, even though I am actually in the role that she had, I still feel like I have a ways to grow to be like Sue Gordon. And I try every day to try to bring my best and do the best that I can. And I think about her and the role, what she did for the agency. And I try and I hope that after I'm done being deputy director, that people will look back at me and say, she was one of the best as well, just like Sue.
The intelligence community is better because of not just the fact that she served, but I think more importantly, the way she served.